Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. We start here with chapstick. This is the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy just because we have an awesome time playing in face paint. That is the only reason. And I'm hella entertaining. Yes, I do curse on my channel sometimes, so I hope that that's not offensive to you. The troll because there is no such thing. And also just to make a little bit of fun of the perfection aspect of the beauty community, you need to use this product, you need to apply it just like this and with this tool, and if you don't, you're wrong. No, wear what you want to wear and rock it with confidence, self-acceptance, self-love. Embrace your natural features and handsome if you want to. We love playing in face paint, but don't try to change your features. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look. That is the basic concept of the Crazy Troll Nation. I hope that sounds good to you. I would love for you to join this Crazy Troll Nation with me, to rock and roll on the troll train with me. And if so, go ahead and subscribe, click the like button, browse through my playlist, my videos, like the ones you like, leave comments, and share. If something gives you something to think about, or if you learn something, or if it just entertains the hell out of you and you want to share it with someone else so they can laugh with me, not at me, laugh with me. I laugh at myself all the time. And so I will show you what else we do here on this channel. Okay, listen, y'all. I had to get this challenge in for my girl Fortunada on IG, and it is the Beautiful Gems Challenge. It is almost 3 a.m. Friday, March 11th. My last few days have been horrible with migraines and the migraine meds. I'm just like, ugh. And so I've been sleeping like crazy, and I'm sitting here like, I want to get this challenge done. And so I'm nocturnal, so being up late doesn't bother me. It's just I feel really just loopier than usual with the meds. And so I'm sipping Mountain Dew to give me a little bit of energy, and so the med doesn't just completely knock me out. Anyway, I'll tell you what's on my face really quick because I'm quite pleased with myself today. I have on my regular base face, underneath my eyes for concealer, I have the NARS Caramel under here, and then after I put on and under my nose where it's always red. And then I use my regular Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and this one is 4W1. And after I put that on, then I put on the NARS Sucre d'Orge just to brighten just a little bit. In a previous video, some said it didn't make a difference, some said it made a little bit of difference, and I'm like, well, since I have it, I'll use it. And I actually think my under eyes look pretty good today. A little cakey maybe, because when you put a lot of product on top of wrinkles, it's going to crease. I did set my face with the usual stuff. Brows are done, have my tails on. But what I'm pleased about is I used again, I'm going to open them up so you don't see the print on the front because I want you to really see the color. These I already talked about in another video, and I applied them and I just put them on and it was just like, whoo, troll girl. And so on this side, my awkward ass, on this side is spicy. Oh, so I went with a light hand today. And this side is, what is it? And both of these are cream blushes, and this is Butterfly. Y'all, look at this. I'm gonna try something new because one of my sisters was telling me that she used Poor But Sexy from Berlin Underground as a blush light. So I'm gonna put that on top of here. I was gonna put it on top of Mango Fizz, and actually I'm gonna show you what Mango Fizz looks like. But I'm gonna put this on top of here as a blush light because it sounded really pretty. And so, oh my gosh, I'm loving these, right? And as to contour my cheeks, which I don't really think I need to do that, I used the Colored Rain. Did I say that's what those cream blushes were? I feel like I'm rushing because I want to get this done and I want to get to the look. But this is Charming Chai bronzer, but it's really close to my skin tone. So I have that here and under here and here. You can see it more so on my forehead than anywhere else on my face. But I put it in the corners and then I swept it across. And so this darkness you see here, that's this. You can't really see it too many other places. And I do have a natural hollow here, so it doesn't really show up there. But anyway, so I was pleased with myself today. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pull out Berlin Underground. And I'm going to edit this out so you don't see me just fumbling around and them talking and not making sense. This is Berlin Underground. This shade in the middle, that's Poor But Sexy. This is Spicy. So we're going to see. And also I wanted to show you Mango Fizz too, which I have forgot that friggin' quick. So we're just going to take a really fluffy brush. I need a smaller brush. And so we're going to dip into Poor But Sexy. And I wouldn't have thought to use Oh, that looks, oh, that looks pretty. So we're going to use that, sis. And who I'm talking about is Hooded Marina on IG, and her IG will be below. Oh, let me dip back in there. I'm not even going to tap off this time. Sis. Oh, that's pretty. And now I'm thinking if I want to take this one and put over top of here, but this looks like it would be way too dark. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go crazy. Girl, that is awesome. Thank you, sis. Anybody I do a collab with, their information will be down below, like always. And I got that idea from Joe Beauty 87 because when she does collabs, she always keeps the person's collab video in her description box. And I noticed that last year after I did my collab with her, and even after the collab was over, I'm like, oh, she still has this here. And I thought that was really cool. And so that's something I started doing for 2022 is if I do a collab, I will always just leave their link below. And I may have to rearrange, how I do it, because I have like their YouTube channel, their collab video, their IG channel, and my description box is getting pretty full. So I might just have to switch to the collab link, and that's it. This is Mango Fizz from the Scott Barnes Chic number 1, and this is Spicy. But as you see, when it blends out, it looks like Mango Fizz, and especially with the blush light. Poor but sexy. Girl, oh my gosh, sis, thank you. I am loving it. So I'm going to put this away and edit this part out. All of these products will be listed below, and I did spray my face. I'll list that down below as well. So we're going to get into this look. I got stuff everywhere. So what we're going to do, this is the Beautiful Gems Instagram challenge. And the picture, I will insert a picture. Absolutely gorgeous, right? So I'm thinking, what the hell kind of look am I going to do? And so what I thought of was Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane palette, because most of these are either dual chromes or multi-chromes. And I haven't used this palette a lot because I like to experiment with a lot of different colors. And with multi-chromes and dual chromes, it is best just to put that one shade on the lid so that way when you turn, you can see the shifts. And so I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna do one eye with one shade and another eye with another shade. And what I'm also going to try again is putting them over the MAC Paint Pot in black. But first we're going to prime our eyes with the Fenty eyeshadow primer, and we're going to blend that out with a slanted concealer brush, angled concealer brush. I'm going to edit this out. Oh, also under my eyes, my lower lash line, NYX retractable eyeliner in gold, just for a little bit of something, and we'll put color under there later. Editing out the primer. Primer zone, we're going in with the MAC Paint Pot in Black Mirror. I haven't used this much because it's a learning curve to it. And so this is the brush I use for the primer. And so I'm going to start applying it, and I'm kind of nervous because this is a process and I don't want to take too long. So let me just get started. I was trying to see if I want to use another brush. So yeah, we're just going to put a little bit on here. Hopefully this goes well. And another option would be Natasha's Denona Work Set. I should have used a smaller brush, damn it. And also I do have some of the nude sticks that I need to experiment more with. But I didn't want to experiment too much because I want the look to come out nice for this challenge. And it will be posted. It's due March 13th. Again, today that I'm filming this is March 11th. Who knows when a video will go live? I don't even know. I like how this look, and I like how I was able to get a blend up here because I think I had an issue with that before. I'm liking that whole fifi. Yeah, I keep stuff in the video because sometimes that's how we talk. We stumble over our words, we stammer, and it's okay that everything doesn't sound perfect all the time because we're perfect the way we are. Even when we quote unquote mess up or make mistakes, it's part of being human. Who speaks perfect diction every single time? Nobody I know. And so that's what this channel is about. It's just being true to yourself and accepting things about you that other people may be like, ooh, girl, she should edit that out. Like, she really sounds like she's illiterate. And yes, for those of you who are new here, thank you. I do have quite a few new subscribers. Thank you for being here. So for those of you who don't know, I do have a doctorate in psychology, even though I sound like an idiot sometimes. But it's fun. I mean, not fun sounding like an idiot, but it's fun just, you know, doing a video, and however it comes out, it's just how it comes out. I like how this turned out this time. And I thought this brush was going to be too big for this, but it wasn't. Thank you, Bree. She's the one that was giving me tips. I'm tapping in very lightly just to put some right here. She's the one who helped me figure out how to use these. She uses the primer first and then just puts the paint pot where she's going to put the shadow. And so that was my learning curve, is learning how to use it and then not look crazier than my other crazy eye looks. I'm trying to feather this out just to blend, but I think it's going to be okay. Ooh. Trying to get it even. But I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. And this side is higher up than this side. We're going to try, and once this dries, it dries. And so it's hard to go back and blend, but I think because there's still a little bit of moisture in the brush, I think that's what's helping it to blend. I like the shapes. And since it's going to be 2 different colors on each lid, like, is it really that important that it looks exactly the same? And because I'm doing 2 different looks on each eye, that's why I did the 2 different blush shades, because it's fun. But anyway, the brushes I'm going to use are Hourglass number 3. And I think I have like 4 of these. When I like a brush, I buy. When I like a brush, I buy an extra one. And if I really, really like it, then I buy another one. Which shades was I going to use? I'm going to use shade number 2. And I'm not sure if this is a dual chrome or like what this is. And I will swatch it later. So we're going to use number 2. And we're going to use number 7. No, number 7. Number 2 and number 7. So those are the shades we're going to use. This one definitely has quite a few shifts in it. This one, I don't know. So number 2, we're going to put, and these are, there's no glitter in these, but there are particles in it. So we're going to put number 2. So is this just a brown? It looks down here to have some green reflex in it, or maybe it's just the shimmer in the brown that's playing off of the black paint pot. So I'm not sure what that is. I will look in my notebook. I think it was Amy Loves Makeup a while ago. She did swatches, and I'm horrible at describing colors. Also, for those of you who are new or haven't heard me said it, I do sometimes have problems with color perception. I'll think it's one color and it's another. So I'm going to put over here somewhere how she described number 2 and how she described number 7. And so I'm just sweeping up here just to blend it, which may not matter because all it's doing is just making the shimmer travel upward. And I don't want that puffy area to be accentuated. But this, oh, I see purple this way over here. And now I'm seeing some green. Okay. Yeah, that's my happy squill. I have a lot of noises that I make, and it's always unintentional, which is what I think makes me funny. It's just like, what is she saying or doing? Like, she's just whatever. And that's the fun here. Just do you, boo-boo. Do you, boo-boo. And we could actually turn this over, but we're not. We're going to take a clean one, and we're going to go into number 7. This is number 2. Look at that. And this is number 7. And the reason I thought to do 2 separate eyes is you saw the picture. It's like, how do you choose what color? And so I thought dual chrome, multi-chrome, it'll give me all the things. It'll give me all the colors. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It'll give me all the colors without having to pick like, okay, what shades do I use? What do I put where? That's this, y'all. And this looks pink, right? Look at that. It looks pink and green, but and I know some of this is the black base, and I did an experiment with, does it make a difference putting these over black base? And the resounding positive was yes. And I do think, though, it also depends on the shade. Like, if it's a really pale shade, it may not show. Oh. I'm seeing quite a few, excuse me, so rude. I'm seeing quite a few different shades. But again, I'll put here how she described both of these shades. because I don't know. All I know to say is green shimmer with a shift, but what shifts? And so she went into detail, like it has this shift, this shade, that shade. And I'm like, okay, we'll go with that, because I don't know. I just know it's pretty. I do wish I was able to take the paint pot up higher, because I like how this is up higher. Oh, look at that shade. Oh, look at this shift. Oh. And so I would say sorry, but I'm really not. So we're going to take, I have two of these. These are both Esam T, I'm so wrong. Esam y'all, V31. And so one of them we're going to take shade number 2. This is like chunking up in this palette, and it's like chunks flaking off. But I'm glad that there's no glitter in it. Oh, goodness gracious. And I did message in and ask her, this is shade number 2, if there was glitter in it. Because looking at it, you would think that it was. And I don't know if she was offended or not, but she wrote back, I don't do glitter. And I'm just like, all you had to say was, no, there's no glitter in the shade. But anyway, whatever. So I was glad about that, because glitter in my eyes, that's pretty, is not my friend. I don't know if you can see in here. It's like chunks. You see, and I'm sure you probably didn't see that fall out, but it is like chunk city. But I was so excited that there was no glitter in it, because when glitter gets into my eyes, on top of my eyes being sensitive, I'm right now swiping into shade 7. It's just not good. My nose is running, excuse me. I'm like, it's not running down my face. I am so sorry if you saw that. Like, I don't. Welcome to Troll Nation. I am so sorry. This is like, what the fuck? All right, so shade. Y'all, this is Migraine Med and Mountain Dew. That's what this is happening right to me right now. So this is shade number 7. And that's the excuse we're going with, because I'm kind of off all the time anyway. For those of you who used to watch the IFC channel, the slogan for the channel was always on, slightly off. And I said that to somebody. They were much younger than me. They were like, what? I'm just like, okay, never mind. But anyway, that's me. I'm always on, slightly off. Now you see how light that looks under there. I'm going to take another brush, because I'm not liking how far this came down. So I'm just brushing away. And it's not brushing away. It took off some of my foundation and concealer though. But anyway. So that is it for that palette. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm going to edit this out. So that edit was me sticking ends of this in my nostril. I know I'm out of control. I know. And you are all here for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the Camel palette, which I keep saying I'm going to declutter it. We're going to take this shade here in the middle. This is the Esam V33. What was the other one? It was a 31? What was it? Yeah, the V31. V33. We're going to dip into this shade here. And we're just going to put that up here. And this is more or less my skin tone. So it doesn't do much. So why am I using it? I don't know. Because it's not like it needs any blending or anything, I don't think. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But I was just happy to have some energy to do this look, because I did want to do this. I'm also going to take this underneath. Not that I think it needs it, because I really wanted to do this challenge to support my girl Fortunada. And I also wanted to dip back into, this look is nice, into the Plain Jane palette. Also, I'm going to take, this is the Scott Barnes number 63. We're going to go into this dark shade here. And we're going to coat both sides of the brush, because we're just going to put just a little bit in the outer corner. And I don't even know if it's really even going to show up. I am coating both sides of the brush really lightly, just to put a little dimension. Even though with the shifts, it looks like it's different colors anyway. And so I don't, oh, I do kind of like that. I was gonna say I don't think it's making a difference, but it is. Very subtle. It's just blending in with the shifts in the shadow. So does it really look like I added anything? No. But does it add dimension to the look? Yes. I just hit my face. All right, so we're gonna put this away. Lime Crime, this long ass title. Lime Crime Astronomical Volumizing Vegan Mascara. We're going to use this. I'm going to go crazy with the lip just because I don't care and because I want to use that shade. Here we do a lot of experimentation. Even if I don't think something is going to look right, I do it anyway, and then sometimes it looks right and then sometimes it doesn't. But how do you know unless you try? That's where I'm coming from. And it is fun just to try different things, just to see. And if it doesn't work, then you know it doesn't work. And also too, because of my color perception issues, I might think this isn't going to work and it does, and I might think this is going to work and it doesn't. And so it just helps me just to do it anyway. And I appreciate the comments because that helps me as well. Because I'm like, oh, okay, that did look okay. And honestly, I'd do it again anyway if I liked it. But, you know, we're going to take a purple. I think I'm going to do a green and aqua on this side. We're going to take a purple NYX retractable eyeliner. And we're going to put that on a waterline over here. Just our lower waterline. Just to add a little more color. I do see some fallout on my cheeks. And I don't know if that's from when I applied the shadow underneath, which I do think that's what it's from. Do I care? No. I'm going to put that brush away so I didn't use it. We're going to take aqua green. Same thing. NYX retractable eyeliner. And we're going to put that on the waterline over here. This is one of the few brands of liner I can use on my waterline without having an issue. And that's why I have so many of them. That is the eye look. I'm going to take a clean cloth, not the one I used for my snotty nose. Gonna wipe off some chapstick. And we're gonna put this on. It may not go, I don't care. I was holding on to my stunners because I'm like wearing a mask, I'm not using them, and I want to get the most use out of them because they're only good for a year. You're supposed to shake them before you use them, so that's what this is. And then I said, you know what? No, I'm gonna just be using my stuff. And this shade is Underdog, so it's like a reddish, so I doubt that it'll go. And I was going to use, where is she? I was going to use Unveil, which is the brown one I normally use. Excuse me. And this is down to here. But I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to do something different. And just, it's not going home. Okay, I'll just sit right there. So I'm going to just use this one just because I do like the color. If the color goes or not, oh well. Why am I acting like I can't see my lip? My lips are not symmetrical, neither is my face from one half to the other. And so it makes it challenging to get my looks to look even. And honestly, I don't even try because we embrace our natural features here. But what happens is, when I do a dark lip, it accentuates how uneven my lips are, which is why some people do try to get them even, but I really don't care that much because my lips are shaped the way they are, and instead of putting extra time trying to get them even, and then when your lipstick or whatever wears off, it's going to be seen that it's uneven anyway. So why try to cover up something that eventually is going to be seen? Why put in that extra time and energy? That's just me. That's just me. And it does look nice when everything is even, but it's also not reality because my lips are not even. And as I said, it's only really when I do like a dark lip that it accentuates that my lips are not even. And so I don't care that much. I mean, yeah, I want my makeup to look nice. Now I can't get that piece off. I do want my makeup to look nice, but I also still want to look like me. This is Caramel. Just going to put a dot right there. And this is more than what I do too, because I don't even do this. I really don't. Where'd my Q-tips? Or I could just use a brush. So we're going to take a Q-tip. And we're just going to roll it. Did that help? I think I have like a mole right here too. See that dark spot? Excuse me, so rude. Yeah, it's a mole. Or something. I think it's from, actually I think it's from when I wear a mask. If for hours at a time, and if I wear a mask a couple days in a row, it irritates my skin. And I did have like a breakout around here, and it created micro tears over here where the mask was rubbing against my skin. And so I think that's what that dark patch is. And so you can see how my lips are not even. And I could, if you cared enough, you can take concealer, clean all of that up. Do I want to show you that? This video is like almost 30 minutes. And I don't normally do this either, because I just don't care enough to. You know, it's refreshing when you embrace your natural features, because then you don't have to worry about, you know, doing all of this. I mean, if you're going out for pictures or a wedding or whatever, then okay, yeah. But just every day, no. Let me know what you think of the lip. I think it's a bit much. But I love this color. And again, I will list everything on my face down below. Thank you, Fortunada, for this challenge. I'm loving the cheek. I'm loving the cheek. I'm loving the lip color. But all of the cheek with the lip and the eye, I think it's a bit much. But we're going to rock it with confidence, because right now it's almost 3:30 in the morning and I'm home. So who's going to see me but y'all whenever this is uploaded. And I will put pictures on Instagram. But this is the look. This is what we have. Let me know what you think. I did that a second time, so when I edit, I can see the shifts, because when I'm looking down here, I am seeing shifts, but when I look up here, I see different shifts. And so it's hard for me to see what you see when I'm looking down. So thank you for being here. Let me know what you think. If you have the Plain Jane palette, Swatches. Almost forgot. Shade number 2. This is a chunky monkey. Ooh, and it's just like everywhere. Not everywhere, but this is number 2. This is number 6. You see how it chunked up right here? Like, it's just chunky. And this is number 7, which doesn't look like much, but over that black base, and even over a primer it shows up, but over a base it shows up more vibrant. So you see this? This is this. This one, that's this one. And so if you can see the shifts, you can, there's a couple, but it still doesn't look like how it looks on my eye. I'm tempted to put a base on my arm and show you, but then this would be even longer. If you want me to do a video swatching this palette, swatching it over just plain primer, the Fenty primer, clear primer, and also swatching it over black base, let me know and I will do that video, because I think that would be a fun experiment just to see, even though it would be on my arm and not on my face, but just to see, because this doesn't look like this, and this sure enough doesn't look like this. And so I am curious myself, but I don't just want to see, and here it just disappears, this bottom shade, and up here this looks really light. But yeah, if you want to see me do that, let me know. I'm going to go. I'm babbling. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you. Comments are always welcome. I do reply back, and you all will see me in my next video, and not with all of this. Maybe, probably. I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, thank you. I'm really going to go, and you'll see me next time.